Hi, thanks for checking out EskimoTV. I'm your host, Jason Escamilla, and today I'm going to be reviewing Prison Break Seasons 1 through 4, which is a lot. I thought that the writers did a great job of making the series last and keeping the pace up. One of the things that I was worried about when I first started this show is hearing the premise and thinking, how are they going to make this last 4 seasons? I did watch this while the whole series was available on Netflix, and just seeing how many episodes there were, I was a little concerned about the writers making it interesting throughout all 4 seasons, but I think that they did a really good job overall. We have season 1, which I'll refer to as the Fox River season. We have season 2, which is the Hunt for the $5 million season. We have season 3, which is the Sona crazy prison. And then we have season 4, which is the Hunt for the Sila cards. The first season was really slow at the beginning, but I thought it had some of its greatest moments. I liked when the plan started moving and Michael's plan to break out of the prison. I liked when it started moving that you had so many moments like, are they going to get caught? Are they going to escape? So many moments with the guards coming into the room that they were working in. And I thought that those were some of the most tense, because if they are caught, they're done. And so there's a lot of times where I thought that it was very risky and that they had a lot at stake. I really liked the Pope character. I liked how he was trying to help out, give Michael a job, and I felt really bad when Michael betrayed him, but obviously he had to. His brother's in prison, which the whole premise of the series is so mind-blowing. This guy's in prison for something he didn't do, and a lot of people feel the need to justify themselves when they've been accused for something they didn't do. So they finally get out of the prison and they are on the run now, and I really did not want them to get caught. We spent the entire season 1 with them in Fox River. I really wanted a change of environment, and so I would have been really irritated if the writers made it to where they got caught, went back to Fox River, and then season 2 is them trying to get out again. That was going to be the showstopper for me if that's what happened. I like that they presented a new mission for the characters to accomplish. I thought that the $5 million was a good incentive for everyone in the group. I really liked Tweener's character, and I was really sad to see him go. I don't know why. I know he double-crossed the group, but I just felt bad that all he did ultimately was steal a baseball card. One of the biggest scenes that I liked in season 2 was the group digging in the ladies' garage for the $5 million. It was just intense. This is what the whole season 2 is all about. Who's going to get the $5 million? And here it is. It's not a myth. They've actually found it. Although to find it, those clues that the guy who was dying left them, why couldn't you just tell them where it was at? You left a really obscure clue, and if Michael Scofield, who is a genius, hadn't put the whole thing together, I don't think they ever would have found it. But anyways, that's besides the point. I really liked the Mahone versus the group dynamic. It's kind of crazy to know that he joins their team later, but I just thought it was really good. You have them going back and forth. He was a great character, and to find out that, he's not this by-the-books cop just made him mysterious and made you wonder, what is his ultimate goal, purpose? He's taking orders from this Chinese dude. Why is he listening to him? What leverage does he have? Those are some of the first questions that you wonder when you start hearing the conversations between these characters. Near the end of season 2, we have President Reynolds, whatever her name is, saying that she has a terminal illness and can no longer perform her duties. That sucked because that was their plan to become free. So they go on the run to Panama. Hey, if you didn't know, it's 10:30. And this is where they get into the altercation with the Chinese guy who is working for the company. I think they just couldn't think of a cool name, so they just thought of something obscure. The Company. Let's go with that. What kind of company is this? Well, the title doesn't give us any hint. It sounds obscure enough. Mysterious, that's what a suspense show is all about, right? This is where Michael kills the Chinese guy and Panama police officers send him to Sona. And this is what leads us to season 3. Maybe it's because I just started burning through episodes during this time that I watched it. I liked season 3, but I had a couple problems with some of the decisions that some of the characters made. One of the main ones being, why doesn't Lincoln go tell the cops that there's a crazy chick, Gretchen, that is going to kill his brother's wife if Michael doesn't break this other inmate out of the most dangerous prison? He's a free man now. He can show up in public. I know that they have LJ and Sarah captive, but it didn't seem like they were monitoring what Lincoln was doing all the time. One quick visit to the police station or a phone call could have got Gretchen under arrest and could have saved LJ and Sarah. All right, about Sarah dying. I was mad. I was so irritated the way that I thought killed her off. Like, she's a main character and you're not even gonna show us how she dies other than show Lincoln opening a box, and we don't even get to see what's inside the box. I mean, I don't want to see a gruesome torn up head, but I kind of thought, okay, what if she comes back? Like, what if she's not really dead? There was a part of me that fully didn't believe the cut off head story when I was watching this. I was like 50-50, and if she really was dead, I was gonna be mad. A part of the reason why I also believe that she was alive is because when you look at the Netflix like people, it's like her and the two brothers, meaning she's a super important character, probably going to be throughout the whole series. I don't know. The way they killed her, like fake killed her off in season 3, was having Gretchen, say, oh, I chopped her head off, then now you better listen to me. Okay, that Gretchen chick was crazy. She was really annoying. I liked Kellerman more in season 1 as like the villain, at the beginning of the series, more so than I like this girl. I mean, she was a great actress, but I didn't like her character. Throughout the whole series, and especially there's some notable moments in season 3, Michael is a genius. Pure, like, L Light from Death Note, mental capacity of being able to always think one step ahead of the other person. He plans for the generator to come back on, and so that way they can capture Bellic, Lechero, and Teabag. I thought, like, dude, you are out of this world smart. You faked it to caring about the generator being off long enough for all of y'all to get out. Then the fact that it wasn't going to be out long enough, you use that to your advantage. The other time I thought that Michael was really smart in season 3, he goes inside to make the exchange with Gretchen for Sarah and LJ, and when they decide to leave, he thinks, oh, there's probably going to be some people shooting us. Well, instead of letting that perhaps be a chance, he breaks the glass into one of the art pieces, setting off the alarm so they all have to leave out together. Again, the whole point is Michael's always thinking one step ahead, and I think that definitely is admirable about his character and something that a lot of people really like. So near the end of season 3, we have all of what happens at the end of season 3? So I really liked all the seasons, but if I had to pick a season that was my least favorite, I'd probably pick season 3. Although this could have been a lot worse, I liked that if they were going to go back to prison, that it was a completely different system. It was, considered to be the worst prison that's existed, and I liked that it was more of a dictatorship. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in there, but I mean, as far as entertainment goes, I would have hated to see him inside of another prison that was similar to the season 1 Fox River prison, because we've seen that already. So the writers definitely thought, we don't want to be repeating what we've already done. So they made that series, I think, as best as it could by putting them in an environment that was completely different, and I do appreciate that. Again, I thought season 3 was a great season, but in comparison to the other ones, I think it was my least favorite. My favorite season was season 2. I liked that they were on the run. I liked that there was a lot of things going on with all of the characters in different places. All right, so season 4, we have the Sila cards, which are the answer to burning the company down, which is ultimately what Michael wants to get justice for the company, framing his brother. Excuse me. I did like in season 4 Teabag being able to play the part of an important businessman in this company called Gates. He has a reset button in life and is able to play the part of someone important in a business, and he really doesn't want that taken away. He likes being respected, and he even asks one of his coworkers in the business, did you really buy that I was a salesman, because a successful salesman, because he really cared and enjoyed the fact that people liked him. And he was really trying hard not to lose that. When Gretchen went psycho at his workplace and pulled out a gun, I could tell, was just getting very aggravated, because he's lived a life of crime. He's wanted to escape that, and here he has a chance to start over and live a life that is normal, go to work, have people look up to you, be a positive influence in the world. And it's all about to go away because of what Gretchen does, and you can see in his great acting on the character's part. One of the scenes that got me to feel really bad for Teabag, which is not very common. I don't really have any sympathy for Teabag. He makes horrible decisions, but it was when the Bible salesman pops up. Teabag kidnaps him and says, "You're working for that company, I'm gonna kill you," and the sister and the daughter of Gretchen are telling him, "No, he's just a Bible salesman." And I actually believed it. I mean, that's what the writers wanted us to do, was believe. And I didn't really want Teabag to kill him. And there's this tense moment of him holding a gun to the guy who actually does work for the company. And he's reciting verses, talk about using the Bible for something evil, right? I know a couple people that tend to do that. I, for once, was a little proud for Teabag, because he decided, even though he had nothing to lose by killing this guy, he decided to let him live. He even let the sister, the daughter, go across the street. And he gets punished for trying to make a good decision. And again, this is a character that continuously makes bad decisions. And so that was a time I felt bad for him, because he wasn't rewarded for trying to do the right thing. Near the end of the series, I saw lots of characters using people as leverage. There was a lot of characters that had strong relationships with each other. You had Michael, who, if you kidnapped Lincoln or Sarah, he was 100% trying to save them. You had Sarah, who obviously cared about Michael. You had Sucre, who cared about Maricruz and the daughter. And you have Alex Mahone, who is really grieving the loss of his son, and he really cares about Pam. There's lots of points in the series where all these characters are being held hostage, and that was, their motive to do what they're supposed to. I think it was a little overused. I was just kind of getting tired of it being like, if you don't do what you're supposed to, Pam's dying. But I don't know what else the writers could have done, because that's the only thing I can think that would get someone to get involved in something crazy like this. So I don't blame them for doing that. But I just felt like near the end of the series, I was like, oh my gosh, if I have to hear Mary Cruz or Pam or anyone else threatened, I'm going to be so annoyed. But it was just something that had to be done, because I don't know what else could have been better. But finally, we have Sila assemble. We have Kellerman come in, and I wasn't sure if they could trust him. I didn't know if the series was going to end on a crazy bad ending, or if it was going to end a happy one, which I'm glad that they brought back Kellerman. I liked that he was one of the main characters that was going after them at the beginning, and at the end, he's the one that was able to exonerate all of them. By the way, I don't know how up in authority you have to be able to throw that card out. If you do it, I tell you to do, I'll be able to get you out of prison. Even though you escaped a prison, you killed all these people, I can pull the trigger and make it all go away. Like, I mean, I know it's a TV show, but that was one thing I was like, really? But I get it. They want to just get to the point of getting Michael and the whole group a happy ending. But it was just like, and then Teabag also, it was like, do you want me to exonerate him or no? It's, you know, easy as 1, 2, 3. Like, I hope that doesn't happen in real life. I don't want just murderers that actually have committed murders to, you know, become exonerated because they did a favor for the government. Because I don't want murderers living around me. What if I die? And then the ending scene before the final break episode, which, by the way, the internet said was a short film included in the DVD, but then on Netflix it's a part of season 4. So which is it? Is it part of season 4 or is it a short film? Or did they start it as a short film and then they were like, just kidding, now it's a part of season 4? I don't know. Before the final break, hour long-ish thing, we have Michael pass away, which was extremely shocking and definitely sets it up for a 5th season that we're currently watching, which you should go check out my review for that. I feel bad for people that had to wait several years to see season 5 because I watched this episode right before the premiere and was very excited to see that. And I just tried to fathom, there's people that have waited a long time to see this. And Michael's death was shocking to me. They all escaped. It showed them all having happy endings, and then at the end it shows the kid and you think you're gonna finally see Michael, and they go to his grave and it's playing this just indifferent music, and I'm just like, what the heck? I was really shocked with Michael passing away, and then the final short film in the series shows us a little prequel to his death and how he apparently died. Sarah gets sent to prison. He devises a plan to get her out of prison, and in doing so ends up dying. And I thought that the hour and a half final episode was really good, but definitely makes season 5 more rewarding. And so those are some of the things that I thought about the Prison Break series seasons 1 through 4. Apologize if I'm skimming over the series so fast. I did want to make this a concise video and just highlight some of the most memorable moments after watching the whole series. I watched season 3 and 4 in, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, in 5 days. And the reason why is I wanted to watch the season 5 premiere when it showed, so I could push all of those episodes, so I could push the episode review out for it. Check out my channel for weekly episodes for the season 5. I will be posting reviews every Wednesday. If you like these reviews, please subscribe to EskimoTV, like and share with your friends and family. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it so much.